Let's get you up to date on Forge FC. This is Focus on Forge with Anthony Urcioli on the Forge Audio Network.
It has been far, far too long. Hey, Forge fans, Anthony Urcioli back with you. It's 2023. It's been a while since we've had the opportunity to speak. In fact, the last time we really talked Forge FC was, I guess, the CPL final. That was back in October. Forge FC winning their third CPL championship in 4 seasons. And like I said, it's been a while. I look a lot different now. You can probably tell through the video. I'm taller. I have more hair. 3 more hairs, actually. I don't know if the camera does it justice. But this isn't about me, although it has been a big off season for me. It's been even bigger for Forge FC. And that is because, speaking of the CPL finals, playoffs, CONCACAF League, all the big moments, all the big matches, David Choinière, Forge FC winger, delivered, and he's back. He is back. He signed a new deal. He's back this season. Big game Dave, as I like to call him. If you need further proof, 13 goals in league play, another in domestic cups. He's got 5 CONCACAF goals for Forge FC. David delivers, and he joins us now. First off, congratulations on the new deal, and welcome back to Hamilton.
Thank you very much. Very happy to come back and keep going on what we did over the last 4 years.
I know a lot of factors come into play when you're making decisions like this, but I need you to be honest. It's because of the cats, right? It's a lot of work to move cats to a different city, especially. Was that the main factor and why you stayed?
Maybe a little factor in that, but no, it was the good choice for me to keep going in terms of my career right now. I think I'm improving every year. So for me, it was seeing the improvement every year. It's something I want to keep going on that path. And I mean, it's been really good the last 4 years, and I want to keep it going, like I said. And I think Forge is doing a great job, and I want to keep helping this team achieve a lot in Canada.
Yeah, and you've been a big part of those Forge achievements. 3 titles in the last 4 seasons. We all remember the most recent one in Ottawa, in which you scored a big goal. We've talked about these big moments. No moment seems too big for you. Is that fair to say when you're out there? I mean, do you ever feel the nerves kind of kick in, or is it just an adrenaline type thing where you're able to just kind of fight through?
Yeah, obviously you feel the nerve. You can't deny all the emotion you go through when you play those kind of games, and you have to actually listen to them and control them. I think that's what I'm pretty good at doing, and I'm getting better at. I'm still working on that day to day. Control your emotion when it gets tough. I think it's a skill, and maybe I can do that in big moment. And I like the pressure. I think the pressure makes me feel kind of alive and more in tune with me. Maybe, I don't know. So maybe that's what happened. I reflect on that because everybody asked me the same question. So maybe that's my answer right now. But I'm still trying to figure out myself and improve myself in every way. So.
Yeah, it's what is there to improve on? We've seen your success, we've seen your goal scoring prowess. What are some of those things that you hope to build on going into this next season?
If there's one thing I really want to improve is consistency. I think being good / great more often, it's the key to success. Other than that, you want to improve on every level. That is finishing, passing, tactically understanding the game better. All those aspects are really important, and keep improving. Keep showing up every day and doing the work, and you'll get the rewards at the end.
How important was it for you to look at this roster and the fact that there are a lot of names returning this season? That core group is still pretty much intact. How important was that for you in making this decision?
Super important. It's a group of guys that I love to work with. I love to show up every morning and go training with them. It's a group of guys They have a lot of fun, joking around, and I want to keep seeing them every day, and keep getting better with them and improving. So it was a big factor, and I know them. They're like me a little bit. They want to improve. They want to seek for something bigger. Maybe so we're all in the same boat, and it's just fun to keep going on that journey.
Yeah, I know you kind of go back and forth between, Montreal and Hamilton, but you've built a life in Hamilton. So how much does the city play into it, where there's a comfort now where you feel like Hamilton is one of your homes?
Yeah, it's like you said, it's comfort. I know the city a bit more. My girlfriend's with me too. It's just it's a second home basically. Like I get to know the city. There's a really good restaurant here. It's a city you need to discover, because at first maybe it's not the most looking wise, but
Mm-hmm.
you get to know the city, and it's actually a good city, and it's something, like, it's not something new for me. I come here, I know what I'm getting into with the team, with the city, so it's just comfort, like you said.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you too, how you spend your off seasons. Do you spend much time with your brother? I know it's tough because you both have your pro careers and you're playing at the same time. Do you get a chance to kind of bond with him during the off season?
Oh, of course. I think that's the first thing I do when I go back home. Him and my parents, obviously. I go back. Honestly, the first thing we do is we go train together.
Okay.
That's kind of a routine. There's a stadium not too far from where we live, and first thing we do, we try to organize when we can go training together. We love to do that. I think it's a bit of a routine every off season that we put in place, and it's just and then we relate on a lot. Like we go through the same thing as a professional soccer player,
Mm-hmm.
so it's just a good time with him all the time, and I keep in touch. Like I called him yesterday. It's we keep in touch all the time.
For the young kids out there, when we talk about an off season in soccer, it doesn't mean the work ends, right? You talk about training. Maybe just talk about that. Is it a lot of, is it just cardio, trying to stay in shape? Do you play much with the ball in the off season? What does your regimen look like?
It's tough. I think everybody has their own way to go about an off season. Me, after a couple of years as a pro now, I do everything. I like to stay fit all year long. I don't really take a break. I take a little break, obviously, because it's always good.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just try to improve on what you like to work on. Like today, I feel like working, I don't know, going with the ball, playing, improving my dribbling, my shooting. I feel like going with what you really want to and what you enjoy doing. It's the way to go about it. But there's so many ways to do training. So it's what you feel like doing, and that's the way I go about it.
All right, David Choinière, a member of Forge FC still. Congratulations on the deal, and we can't wait to see you on the pitch.
Thank you very much.
All right, the man of the hour, David Choinière. He's had his last two games for Forge, was a semifinal and a final. He scored in both. This is what he does. Big games, big moments, big game, Dave. All right, he'll be 26 this year. He's grown into every year, his role seems to increase with Forge FC, and this year he's looking to take that next step. Now, it is the offseason, but judging by this news of the Choinière signing, there's probably more to come. And so you're going to want to keep it locked on to the Forge Audio Network. However, you get your podcasts, whether it's through Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple, whatever your source for podcasts is, make sure you keep it locked onto the Forge Audio Network. Subscribe on YouTube and keep checking that social media because that's where the big announcements are dropping down. All right, we're going to talk very, very soon because I'm sure there'll be some more big news to deliver.